Look around your current environment, the walls, the furniture, the floor, and consider that this entire physical space is actually a holographic projection rendered from within. Your five senses are not windows to the world. They are biological limiters, filtering a massive torrent of raw data into a manageable, narrow stream. Beneath the flesh and bone, there is an underlying energetic engine driving this entire translation. Deep within the subconscious, a hidden alphabet of DNA fire letters is constantly being read, triggering the electrical impulses that shape your reality. These impulses assemble into the convincing, tactile experience of matter, space, and the forward march of time. But the 3D world we touch is merely a fractured sliver of a much larger, more complex architecture. If the world we see is a rendering, then our true hardware is vastly more capable, a 15-dimensional anatomy built for 12 distinct primary senses. Yet for most of us, 7 of these primary receivers remain completely dormant, sitting offline and inaccessible to our everyday awareness. We are operating at a fraction of our intended capacity because of a fundamental system error. Humanity is currently phase-locked, our biological perception trapped within a specific, restricted frequency. What we call a normal life is actually a severely narrowed, corrupted bandwidth of information. To understand why the signal is failing, we have to look past the physical brain and into the grid beneath. The failure lives in the Kathara Grid, a series of structural blockages and distortions embedded in our core blueprint. These distortions warp the internal projection, forcing us to experience a flawed hologram we mistake for the absolute truth. However, a blueprint that can be mapped can also be repaired. Specific bioenergetic protocols now allow us to address these distortions directly, restoring the original organic imprint of our design. Reclaiming that blueprint means the systematic reactivation of the 7 dormant senses, bringing our full hardware back online. What happens to the illusion of this world when the biological limiters are removed? The internal potential is already fully wired. It is now time to end the phase lock.